Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Box Heroes in Everquest with Terry Candlestick. Now, I just got done looting some barrels, mostly for Dacatt. And right here, we're looking at the two quests that Guard Hobart has for us. Accepted that, yes. Battle of Gloomingdeep. It's a new quest. That's one that we're going to be working on today. We are going to be killing a whole lot of kobolds today. All in the name of the rebellion of Gloomingdeep. And right now, Guard Maddock doesn't have any quests for me because I'm just not high enough level. I think he's still only level 5, or Kamoad is only level 5. I'm going to do a little bit more barrel rating before we get to the rest of that. Okay, now we're done with our looting for the moment. We're on Battle of Gloomingdeep. What does that want us to do? What wants us to defeat? That is, slay. 21 grunts? No, 21, kobolds? Yes. 5 grunts, 10 warriors, 5 slave wardens, and 1 spirit weaver. We're just going to start with these guys right here. This is a really typical quest of Everquest. Just go off, find a bunch of critters, and take them out for us. Sorry about that. And we're going to interrupt our regularly scheduled questing with some more barrel raiding. If you don't mind, we'll just rush right through this real quick. As it turns out, a lot of these barrels out here, or at least just this roll of the die, actually give me quite a lot of good things. Right here I'm looking at small bags, rations, water flasks. I've got 2 forlorn bows on Kamoad here. One of them he has equipped right now. Probably won't use because he's got magic. But it's just all the little things you can find in these barrels. I got the first one before. I didn't want to bore everyone with a whole bunch of barrel raiding, but I figured this probably not as bad, and we got some really nice things. Got these 2 mom and dad barrel right here. Big barrel, little barrel. Open. What's in here? It's that. Here comes another grunt. Be our next critter. I have no idea what I'm doing right here. Terry, you need to get out of the load screen. That this thing is, this kobold grunt is going to attack you. I don't know what you're doing. It fizzled. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe it did. But there we go. Everyone's piling on this grunt right here. Soon he'll be down, and I think we'll get to our last barrel for a little bit. No, you know, I don't remember what's his name. Finn Muir, in his little episode, said that those chunks of bronze can actually actually be turned into a weapon by the same NPC at the base that we got our sharpened short sword from. We gave our short sword to, and he sharpened them up for us. So I'm very interested in trying that. Maybe at a later date. As at the time of recording, I've actually already moved to the point where I've gotten through this tutorial. So I've completed everything there is to complete in it. Which is a nice little whip. And just need to carry on. So yes, no, so I think we have maybe? No? Not this one? Not that barrel? No? Gonna go after Grunt. Okay. Grunt and the warrior. We get two teams, double teams. So now it's all evened up except for the level. So here's a warrior getting taken down. Done first. Oh, and you see me actually switching between the two NPCs, which is a really good thing for the tank to do, because tank's whole role is just take all the hits. A very traditional idea of what a tank should be. And a nice little heal that gives us the full heal. It always does. Thank you so much. Wait, can I not get it? I'm too far away. I just... Oh, so here's a good example of good old-fashioned Everquest gear before the Defiant stuff started coming out. See, it didn't have really good stats and for armor. Oh, now we're going for it. It didn't have really good stats for armor. It was only +6. And the only increase, I think, was agility, and it increased by 2. Just 2. And that was characteristic of what you would get in Everquest before the Defiant stuff started coming out. And I got a backpack. So that's pretty much everything you can get out of these barrels. So if you are lucky, you will get a backpack. Small bags are nice. I don't think I've seen a big bag, but if you get a backpack, which is so much better. So again, I know I've already said it before, from those incredible barrels, it's a nice little light spec there for us, you can get Class 1 wood point arrows, water flasks, forlorn bows, iron rations, did I say small bags already? And backpacks. So, nice stuff. I got a bunch of stuff for Dacatt. Just because I think he really needed that. Eventually he will. Someone's already opened this one. I just see a barrel. I want to open it. Oh, someone left your sack. Okay, I'll take it. Don't mind if I grab the sack. There's another one? It is another sack. Well, thank you. Someone doesn't know the value of a good bag. No matter how big it is. Size isn't an issue. I guess it is. In this game, it definitely is. If your bag is small and you need to fit something that's medium to large size, and somewhere, it's just going in your main inventories. Those first 8 places where you put backpacks and bags. Those. Oh, sorry, 10. Just underneath your money. Oh, and there's the world's, there's the very best sound in all of Norath. The ding. Now I've got all the grunts I need, now I just need to get more warriors. And more slave wardens. Where are we gonna find those? Now over here with Guard Maddock, now that we're level 6, we can get the first mission from him, which is going after Kobold captains. Gloomingdeep captains, excuse me. And they're down in another area. We walked right by the stairs that go down to where those guards or captains are. It's actually right across the stairs where we found that, or should I say that big ramp that goes down to the pit. As you can see it right where That big red flag is that banner up there. Your next warrior. We go down that area where the big red banner was, across the pit, we'll find our captains. That guy went down fast. Here's another banner, which will lead us to another area where we'll start, which can get us even more quests and a few more friends. They'll help us fulfill our Battle of Gloomingdeep quest. Now that we're over here, one warrior and one slave warden down, we've got the next set of quests for us from these revolt scouts. And Zajir here is giving us kobold scouting, where all we gotta do is just run around, and sabotage, where we just put a little bomb somewhere in their supplies and blow it up. Don't worry, he'll know when we do it. We don't need to come back and tell him. He'll hear it. What are we doing with this arrow? What are we doing with it? We've got an arrow slot right there, Terry. Good. Good. But I'm trying something here. I'm thinking, oh, I can just press this little hotkey and that's going to work. Press it with my pointer. And, we'll see if that works or not. Kakashi gives us a couple other ones. Goblin Treachery. And then there's Busted Locks. Goblin Treachery. If you read into that one, Goblin Treachery is kind of messed up on the Goblin's part. So let me explain what the Goblin Treachery quest is all about and why we're going after these Goblin slaves. So in the story, the Goblin slaves made a deal with the player character group, the big revolt going on, and agreed to fight alongside them and try to overthrow the kobolds. Well, when the other races decided to begin the revolt, the goblins decided that they weren't going to fulfill their obligation. Instead, they reneged and stabbed everyone in the back. And so now we are getting our appropriate revenge. So a few more warriors down, and we're going to the area that our captains are at. We're going to try to get a few more warriors along the way. It's pretty much only warriors and captains down this area, down this way. Of course, also the big boss. See all these warriors just popping back, and we came just at the right time to get us the last few warriors that we need. Dacatt, are you coming? Dacatt, I'd really like you to come and take a stab at it. You can take a stab at it any time, Dacatt. It's perfectly okay. You know, you don't have to, though. Don't know what happened there with the cat. Oh, here about a happy little lag spike thing. Courtesy of our local satellite internet. There we go. Maybe the cat feels any, there we go. He's feeling productive. Thanks for joining the fight, Dacatt. It's right around here that we find our one and only Spirit Weaver that we need. Not that one, but this one. It's this one right here. Oh, and these guys are shamans. They give us a nice little fight. And there's a Gloomingdeep captain in the background. I didn't notice him before. You know, I'm so enthralled with this battle. But this guy gives us more than we were expecting. How about a crude defiant greatsword? So here, I'm going to actually pause it because I want to show some things right here. Okay. We'll pause it right here. So when it comes to weapons, melee weapons, there is a ratio. That ratio is damage divided by delay. Now, right now, if you divided 4 by 27, you would get 0.148. So if you round that up, that's 15. If you add that 2 from the fragment there, you've got 6 divided by 27, which goes up to 22 continuous. And that's where that comes from. Now, with this ratio, you want to have the higher ratio. So whatever is closer to 1 and higher than 1, you want that to be your weapon. So right now, it looks like the Crude Defiant Greatsword is exactly the way to go. There is something else to consider, though. When it comes to the weapon skill, one hand... Did I actually say one hand on it? Yeah, there we go. One hand slashing versus two hand slashing. That's a very big difference because I've trained one hand slashing a lot. I haven't trained two hand slashing at all. But with a ratio of that degree, this still could be a better weapon. And I do intend to be using two hand anyway. But I'll pause again when I actually equip the Crude Defiant Greatsword, because we'll be doing that. But I want you to check the damage, because that will change because the required level is 10. A recommended level, is 10. Kamoad is only 6. And that's going to make a big difference when he equips it. So it looks nice, but is it? And what's going to happen when it all changes? So I'm stoked that I get my two-hand weapon. The whip is okay. It's actually better than the sword. So I'm just going to take this lantern, move it away, get my sword, and now I'll pause it again. Look what happened to the damage. It went down to 6. I still have this magic damage, which is bringing it up to 7. 7 divided by 33 is 0.2121 continuous like that. But they always round up. They always do a nice little cowboy round, so it's always 2-2. Wait, no, they don't. Sorry. Of course, if that was 6, which it's not. So that's 21. So actually, the slightly better weapon for Kamoad at this point is the sharpened short sword. But once it's trained up and I've leveled up Kamoad, that will be a much superior weapon. So that's why we're going with that. And now we take on our first captain. If the spell can stop... Kamoad is so excited to have a two-handed greatsword, he just can't contain himself or cast a spell. So now down at the bottom of the hall, we've got another bit of scouting Gloomingdeep, and here's a big old box of supplies. It's already back. Kobold siege supplies. And I'm clicking on this, I'm thinking it's going to work. No, it won't. I actually have to trade it. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to trade And that won't work either. Nice try, Terry. No, we actually have to get the bomb and trade it. And that is a bomb. It's about to explode and rattle the entire mine. We should probably run over here and duck. Don't you agree, Kamoad? Yes, the cat does. Oh, wait, does he? Not yet. Get down. Get down, Dacatt. Good boy. What a riveting explosion. I know it's underwhelming, but that's all right. All for the glory of the revolt of Gloomingdeep. Hey, you took my captain. How dare you? There's a kobold barrel back there somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, don't worry. We've got another captain right here. That's going to be our second one. Aha! Have it thee! Oh, Dacatt, you still need to blow this thing up too, right? Well, let's wait until we kill this guy. He'll let us know when it's happened. And I think that's the signal. Go, 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 go. Oh yes, the fuse has been set. You might want to get down again. There he goes, and Kamoad, you're the bigger one. You should probably get down first. And there it goes. The underwhelming ball of fire. No, I'm looking around for Dacatt. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He got stuck on a pillar. Oh, there's our ding at the level 7. I think now we would be able to, well, no, I think we're one level past when we would be able to get our pet skeleton. Hey, Terry, you think it will be a good time to go back to base? No, you're going back down here. Okay, never mind. Well, we're looking around for one more captain. Oh, we need one more kobold captain. Where will we find him? Oh, there's one. Oh, here's another one just popped up out of the ground. Well, I was looking for one of you guys. Thanks. Now, we need one more slave warden, but we don't want to get tangled up with these warriors. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I know we're going to win, but still. There's a grunt and a slave warden right there. We just want the warden. Go away, grunt. Thank you. Slave warden, you're the only one we need. You're the missing link. No, we'll just take care of this guy quickly and then run off and turn in some quests. What do you think? Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Now that we've dealt with any lingering grunts and warriors, we can turn in some quests. See if we're at the right spot. Not him. Hobart. Hobart would like this. What's it going to give us? No, he gave us Gloomingdeep Kobold Plate Boots. So you remember what I said about the old school Everquest items, magic items? Here's a nice comparison between those and the new Gloomingdeep Kobold Plate items slash Defiant items. You can see strength. I was wrong. It wasn't agility, it was strength. It's +5 versus plus a lot of things. And I don't even need that. I'm snow trade. I can't snowdrop. I can't get rid of it. Other than through destruction. Don't know how he destroys it, but yeah. He's a troll. We can just assume he eats it. I'm not sure what the cat's doing. Does he get something similar? But he's got cloth over there, I think. Doesn't have some other kind of like chain boots. I assume if it's cloth, he just eats that too. Because why not? Desperate bellies call for desperate meals. Now we're going to turn in these quests. What are we going to get from this? You heard the explosion. What are we going to get for scouting? How about just some experience? Oh, here's some money. Here's 3 platinum. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Zaji. We're back, back on the trail of the treacherous goblins. And that right there is Rook Finn, the treacherous former leader of the goblins, a shaman. He does use shaman spells. As you can see down the description down here, it tells us exactly what happened. The goblins were supposed to be with us when the revolution started, but Rookfin wanted to get some points with the kobolds for his loyalty. Now, unlike the other goblins, which really only drop garbage and trash, Rookfin can drop really nice stuff. Like this crude defiant quarterstaff, for example. So now that we've gotten back here, fought our way here, there's a nice little bracelet for us. Or should I say a bracer? Nice little chunk of armor. Some plate that's going to replace the cloth that we're currently equipped with. And fortunately, cloth that we can actually sell to the merchant. And the cat's getting something similar, even though his are actually going to look like handcuffs. Are they manacles? Now that we've finished up that, we're going to get another quest. This one is the Pit Fiend. It's the last one we'll probably end up doing, since it's basically a raid boss, but in the tutorial. Now we're also going to run over here and speak to Flutterwing, because Flutterwing also has something that we need to do. Now, it's also about this time that I finally remembered that I have spells I cast. Yes, that's right. And some spells I've been eagerly awaiting to cast, that I'm actually a couple levels higher than required. Just give me a moment to sit down and scribe and memorize some spells. Now, you know those bone chips that in the last episode I held on to with such gusto and refused to sell? Well, that's because this Belerian corpse that summons the pet, the undead servant, consumes the bone chips. Now we're just going to cast that right now and get our new little friend, our little servant, to run around with us. And he's already got a name. Probably the one he had in life, he has still in death. Jabbar. Jabbar. And we're going to give Jabbar a whip. Now they can use weapons. I think you can also use shields, and they can wear armor. But a lot of the armor and stuff that we would otherwise have Yeah, pretty much, because they are kind of lower, the pet is kind of a lower level, it is better just to sell the stuff, not waste anything. So next time, we'll be going down into the mines and to the jails, part of which way we have Flutterwing's Dilemma picked up, because that is something that we can be doing there as well. So, until then, thanks for watching, and have a good one.